Hello everyone and welcome in. Thank you for joining us. Everyone is always welcome here. Today we are going to look at the weekend guidance message for Gemini. This message will be for November 1st through the 3rd. If you enjoy the message and would like future videos, feel free to subscribe to the channel. Also, if you would like a chance at a free personal reading, to get in on the action, all you need to do is comment your astrological sign below. So, Gemini, let's get started. Most important message for Gemini for November 1st through the 3rd, Spirit. What does Gemini need to see? So go the distance came out in reverse. Come to the edge and poised. So go the distance symbolizes endurance, strength, long haul. When it's in the reverse, it's symbolizing a need to let something go that's no longer important to you and move towards things that are more in alignment with your soul's purpose. I'm really getting the sense here, Gemini, that you've been, I say this in almost every reading I feel like, but you've been going through this process of release and coming to terms with a lot of things in your life that you could have had a different outcome if you would have reacted differently or played a different role in this person's life. All that stuff that you've been healing and dealing with, there's a need to let it go and understand that when you're letting go of people, when you're releasing people, sometimes those people are going to resist the change. So they're going to come back and they're going to fight for a position in your life and try to resist you letting go of this connection. Do what's best for you, Gemini, is the sense that I'm getting. Because these people, these places, these things, they have their own process to go through. And by holding on to this negative energy, this conflicting energy, it's resistance. And the longer you resist this change, the longer it's going to hurt. Okay? So, what I'm getting from these oracle cards, Gemini, is a need to let go and move towards things that are more in alignment with your soul's purpose. So let's see what the tarot has to say about this. We'll see if any of those cards come back out. Too many, Spirit. What's the most important message for Gemini for November 1st through the 3rd? What can we help Gemini? What messages can we help to guide Gemini through this weekend, Spirit? Thank you. What are you passionate about, Gemini? What do you enjoy? Focusing on self-love, self-healing, getting grounded, being cautious with any offers that are coming towards you. I also get the sense here, Gemini, that you're clearing a lot of confusion. focusing on bringing in a balance. And I feel like you're learning to be more cautious in the movement forward. There may be a fire sign that has ill feelings towards you. And that's okay. Everybody isn't going to like everybody. But one thing that I want to stress here, Gemini, is focusing on self is what's going to bring in the quickest movement forward. Okay, don't focus on other people and what these other people have going on. You may also be looking into the past, looking into their social media, or trying to find out information about them. Just let it go. Just let it go, because that energy that you're wasting on that process could be utilized for something better. So, what I get here, Gemini, is there's a need to go through this letting go process to finish up anything, letting go of anything that is no longer serving you. Any conflicting energy, anybody that's been deceptive in your past. There's a need to be very realistic about these situations, maybe even expressing that realistically to these people. Like, look, buddy, we have been down this road before, and you are not going to manipulate me. I see through you. Also, one thing that I want to mention is focusing on yourself, your self-love, your self-healing, maybe even your career, your business, your finances. That's what's going to bring in this Ten of Pentacles. The Ten of Pentacles is like the generational wealth card, right? It's the card where you're taken care of for the longevity of things. Understand that releasing people, places, and things that are no longer serving is a part of life. The only thing constant in life is change. Okay? Another thing I'm picking up on here, Gemini, is there may be somebody that comes back this weekend or within this next week. This is a person from your past that has been deceptive, that has been dishonest, and they may come back in for some communication. So you're going to have to decide what to do there, but what I feel like the best thing to do is just be real honest with them, about what you're doing in your life. You're releasing any people, places, and things that are no longer serving. And when you needed this person, they really weren't there. So how are they going to help you moving forward? What value are they adding to your life? And ask them that. What value are you adding to my life, buddy? Ma'am, sir, whatever you want to call them. What are you adding? What are you adding here? Because in the past, you've shown dishonest behavior. You've shown a lot of confusion. You've shown that you've had a lot of options and that you were willing to put me on the back burner for these other people. but now you want to communicate. So, Five of Winter, walking away from dishonest association, realizing what you thought you wanted isn't in your best interest. Don't be afraid to walk away from people that are no longer serving, especially if they're exerting dishonest behavior. The Janet Jackson, what have you done for me lately? Bum, ba-dum, dum. Ooh, 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 yeah. So, take a review of the past. Take a review of the situation at hand right now as it is. Understand that it's served its purpose. It's okay to release things that are no longer serving. Release the judgment of yourself and of others. Release the need for this connection. And just do it. You have what it takes. You have the tools. I get this sense that you aren't really confident in this. What if? If they're meant to be in your life, they're going to be there. Right now, there's a need to set boundaries. You're setting these boundaries with these people so in the future they don't do the same type of behavior. So let's see here, get some psychic tarot out for you, my Gemini friends. If you would like a personal reading, the information is in the description box. Also, these messages here are general. They're not going to resonate every time with every person. So, there are obstacles and challenges that you face, okay? I feel like right now, it's time to emotionally withdraw. And if this person does come back in for communication, just express that to them. Like, I'm taking some time for me. I'm not really communicating with anybody that's been deceptive in the past or kind of left me on standby. Because I'm trying to figure out what I truly want in my life and what I don't. And if this connection is important to you, then you can allow me this time to process and I'll come back when I'm ready. Or you won't. Either way, I still need time to process. And then choose wisely. Make a decision with your eye on the long term. Weigh the pros and cons of this person, this situation. One thing that I feel like will help Geminis is a process of getting clear on what it is that you truly want out of relationships. And don't focus on a person. Focus on characteristics. You're going to see the clear path once you go through this review process. But honestly, I feel like you're kind of doing this great clearing. Any people, places, and things that are no longer serving, you're kind of just going through your life, releasing, and making room for things that are meant to be, that are more meaningful, that add value. Don't be afraid to ask others for help, even if it's just help from the universe. Like, please just guide me in the right direction if you're feeling stressed. Because I do get the sense that there is this inner wisdom that you have about the situation. I also get the sense that you are manifesting a lot of your thoughts. So try to clear your energy, meditate, get grounded. Keep your thoughts focused on the positive things that you want to bring into your life, because you are manifesting, because your intuition and your manifestation abilities are on high. But ultimately, Gemini, I get this sense that you are doing this great clearing, this review process. It's a beautiful thing. It's not always going to feel beautiful, especially when we've been waiting for communication from a person that we care for. But we have to understand that by allowing this person to come back every time they leave, we are showing them how to treat us. So now we are going to show them what we're not accepting anymore moving forward, right? So it's time to set those boundaries. So Gemini, that is the message that I have for you. Understand that there may be an opportunity of communication that comes in where you will be able to set those boundaries coming up sometime within this weekend. So be prepared for that. Thank you so much for all your love and support. Thank you so much for liking and subscribing. And I look forward to seeing your beautiful souls again soon. Namaste.